Yeah. Yes. Culture just walked in the building.
One, two.
Community just walked in the building. Insight just walked in the building. Wisdom just walked in the building. Activism just walked in the building. Devotion, commitment just walked in the building.
Harlem just walked in the building.
In the physical form of Immortal technique, ladies and gentlemen. The Revolution was on wax, Volume 1, back in 2001. The Revolution was on wax.
Come on.
One of my favorite people I've met through this industry. And now I see him totally transcended than just industry. The legendary, the one and only Immortal technique is here.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Sitting next to him.
Who that?
You know, Godfather of battle rap, the mayor of Brooklyn, the legendary, the one and only, the only man to win a drinking contest in Dublin, Ireland against the local population.
Facts.
One and only, Bed-Stuys only,
N.A.
Rap.
What up?
Poison Pen.
Poison Pen is in the building.
What up? What's good?
Poison Pen. What's your story, man?
You're welcome.
I'm a fat man from Brooklyn. I like walks in the park. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a regular guy, man. We just push the culture forward, man. We here.
Yeah.
Finesse's born day. Immortal Technique's born day. It's what's your song? It's
Salute. I'm a cusp of Aquarius. And
It's
Pisces.
Aquarius
Salute
season.
to Lord Finesse.
Respect to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
Pisces season is in a few days.
Yeah.
And we really gonna do what we do.
Okay. Poison Pen,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Hey, Poison Pen.
What up, my bro?
I saw you tell this story before, man, but I want to know what am I listening to? Oh, that's me. Oh, shit.
Oh,
I was
wow.
listening to Lone Spitters, by the way.
Meek the Exotic. Shout out to my guy.
Yes, indeed. I was listening to one of his songs. I'm like,
What?
tell me the story of when Eminem came out of the club in Brooklyn and started battling.
Oh, it wasn't Brooklyn.
Where were y'all?
It was Broadway and Houston.
Here in
Downtown
Manhattan.
Soho.
Soho.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
It was actually the corner of Lafayette and Houston. It was by the gas station.
Oh, wow.
Well, where the gas station used to be.
yeah.
If y'all some hip hop people, y'all know that was where Gas Face was filmed and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stir Bass and Doom and all that. Right there in that corner. We was a part of 88 Hip Hop, which was one of the pioneering internet radio stations and stuff years back. And we was all up there doing our thing. I used to go up there, battle every week, shit, things like that. And M pulled up with the Outsiders. He pulled up with Young Z.
Was Pace there?
Pace wasn't there.
Okay.
Z was there. Damn, this back in the day. Slang Tongue, rest in peace. He might have been there. But Young Z was definitely there. And it was all of them, and M was with him. It was just a lone white guy. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
And we ain't know who he was at the time at all. You know what I'm saying? We were the only person that we knew out of that whole team that was with them at the time was Young Z.
Uh-huh.
Because Young Z been booming since forever.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Shout
we
to
was
Outsiders.
so shout to Z, shout to all my Jersey people and all that.
Well, what's that? I'm sorry.
Had to be another Jersey legend.
I'm sorry,
You know what I'm
Jersey.
saying? I give
Okay.
credit where credit due, but no, he put. But yeah, he pulled up with them. So we all outside, you know what I'm saying? So what we used to do, you know, that's the era where whatever happened inside was inside.
Yeah.
You had to really you had to get right outside. So like after every event, after every show, after everything, we were outside for hours just rhyming and shit. So we outside. I'm out there with my people, my brother Breeze Ever Flowing, shout out to the big bro.
Breeze ever flowing. Come on.
And we would just cypher outside, and Z pulled up with all of his team, and he had this white dude with him. You know what I'm saying? So he had his hoodie on and shit real low. So he was like real incognito. I guess this kind of the era where, you know, I guess you ain't want to really show that you was white like that. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to show that you was
No,
white.
if you outside in a certain era, I'm just saying it was what it was at the time.
It wasn't popular.
Like as a white boy in hip hop at the time, you had to go the extra mile, which is why he presents himself how he does now, which is why he's so elite, because he had to go the regular route, then plus the y'all front on me because I'm a white boy. All right, so he had to turn up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he outside and stuff, and so everybody's battling and shit, and everybody was trying to get at Z. But Z was like, nah, I ain't trying to battle. Y'all battle my mans. You know what I'm saying? And my man Karate Joe, rest in peace. Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
My man Karate Joe, that was my big homie. If any of y'all know the scene from back in the day, Karate Joe, that nigga was a bouncer. That nigga was a backup singer. That nigga was a stick-up kid. And that nigga rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Typical Brooklyn shit.
Multitasker.
Yeah, he was a Renaissance man of the era. You feel me? And he was a freestyle savant. You know what I mean? So
off the top freestyle?
Off the top is what I'm talking about. But that was the era where most of us...
Everybody was off the top.
Everybody had to... And if you wasn't off the top, you had to act like you was going off the top. You still had the front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was that right there? Ginger shot? Did he just take a ginger shot?
No, I took a...
Okay, my bad.
Blizzard spring water from WB Mason.
Okay.
Well,
Get your money.
They could sponsor.
Get
That
your
was
money.
what was in the fridge.
Okay.
But yeah, so you know, this the era everybody trying to battle. So M stepped up to battle my man Karate Joe, and niggas was trying to put something up. So they decided to battle for cigarettes.
Cigarettes?
Cigarettes. Loose. They was battling for loose cigarettes on the corner of Lafayette and Houston.
You've come a long way.
You come a long way. If M is watching, Quest the Mad Lad wants a rematch, all right?
Quest was dope, bro.
He does. He wants a rematch, M.
Quest the Mad Lad was fire. But yeah, so Karate Joe and Eminem on the corner of Broadway and Houston. And it was a back and forth, like it was like Wimbledon on steroids, you know what I'm saying?
And they just kept going?
Boom. Kept going. And there was, this is the back of the day, there's no time limits, no nothing. We gonna rhyme until there's nothing else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And they went at it for like at least 45 minutes on that corner, if not probably more, probably longer than that. You feel me? And it was just a dope moment to be a part of because nobody knew what that was going to transpire into, who was going to do what and all of that stuff. It was just what it was. Like, you know what I mean? We were all just, like, kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was just a dope moment to witness.
Who won?
I'm going to say, this is a long time ago.
Save it for the documentary. Save it for the documentary.
Nah, I'm going to say this.
Poison Pen, godfather of battle rap.
Nah, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. When I spoke about this on my man Tiger's podcast, right?
Shout out to Tiger.
Shout out to Tiger, Uppercut podcast and all. I was up there with Iron Solomon. When I spoke
They doing it big up there too. Salute to y'all. Y'all keeping it 110.
So when they posted that, Breeze hit me up and he was like, "Yo, Karate Joe won that shit." I didn't remember. You know, this is a long time ago. I'm like, I just remember the feeling and the energy. I can't quote a bar. This is many blunts and bottles ago. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But Breeze was like, "Nah, Karate Joe got it," and I'm like, "All right." I just remember thinking nobody died. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, shout to M, shout to Karate Joe, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Young
Karate
G.
Joe, rest in peace.
You know what I
Karate
mean?
Joe. Poison Pen is here. Immortal Technique is here as well. How ironic is it, though? The reason why I brought that up is that we are all gathered here today in 2025 on Shade 4-5. That same white boy who put that hood on. We on this station.
Yeah, who would have? see how it all just goes full circle, man.
And guarantee
he won the battle. He won. What it say? Produced by Eminem. He won. Shout to the bro M, man, for real.
And we all somebody he look up to. You know what I mean? Somebody he admires. Poison Pen, did you think battle rap would take it this far?
Nah.
Right?
Not at all.
People making real livings off of battle rap.
Yeah, and it's been a part of my life, most of my life, so it's wild to even think about what we helped build and what we helped mold into the juggernaut that it became, because it was just how we expressed ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And we all do music and stuff. Like, that was just one of the aspects, you know what I'm saying? Like, but but thanks to people like my brother Pumpkinhead and all that,
Rest
come
in
to
peace,
find out, we had a knack for, for picking talent and putting together great matchups. And then it evolved to what it evolved into today with, what it started with the grind time thing.
Remember that?
URL Smack, King of the Dot, ARP, I'm losing, what the hell? ARP, yeah, them.
Yeah.
Wow. Raw Breed Entertainment. My fault.
Okay.
RBE.
Okay, you went ARP.
Yeah, I'm bugging.
Queen of the Ring.
Queen of the Ring.
Queen
Shout to Debo and Vague. I Battle. Shouts to Lex Luthor. You know what I mean? Calico, he just started the Black Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and it just morphed into a whole industry that, and honestly, we had no idea it was going to turn into
like that, man.
That's the lane that we all pretty much came through and just cultivated. You know what I mean?
That's why I met him.
Yeah,
he was hosting one of the battles, and he was like, "Who are you?" And I'm just like, I got out. I just got out.
Son just came home.
I want to battle. I don't care who it is. And I think the beautiful thing about what you mentioned is, even though somebody like Breeze, who's a legend, could say this person and this person won, back in the day there was no judges. So if you held your own, you were respected. It doesn't. It didn't matter. Listen, I seen a little girl jump in the cypher on 2/5 and smoke somebody, and people were forced to respect it. It was really just about skills. It was the most a talent-based thing that we have now, and I think the issue is that in battle rap, that is the fuller soap, to use a biblical reference, that reveals all things, because you can't fake that talent. In hip-hop, me and Finesse were talking about this before, there's no gatekeeper. So if we see Branford Marcellus on stage next to a motherfucker that just started playing the trumpet yesterday, they're not seen as equivalent. They're not seen as equal people. But somebody that just decided to rap yesterday and has a Pro Tools setup but has an industry plant link, you can be put on the same pedestal and be somewhere in the same link according to the public as a person that's been a staple and been a part of the culture for 30 years.
Right.
But in battle rap, that is not significant, because you will get torched, okay? You will be embarrassed. Your family lineage will come to an end if you get up there. And it's not like before where only the winner gets paid. In my era, only the winner got paid. That means out of the 16-man tournament, 15 motherfuckers was going home with nothing.
Broke.
But now it's more like boxing, where, hey, if you lose a boxing fight, it's not like you don't get paid. You get your ass whipped, but you still got paid. Like Devin Haney, he got paid, right? Okay, everyone who loses a boxing match, you get paid. So it doesn't matter what the case is, and I respect that about the culture, but I think the one beautiful thing about it, it's still the place that reveals pure skill. It is still the last bastion of free speech, and that's why my brother Poison Pen and I have been working on a documentary about that with Ice-T, so big shout out to Ice-T. Me and this brother have been working behind the scenes trying to collect some footage and get us the type of documentary that people have never seen about that. And if there's someone that I know that knows battle rap the way that Einstein knew physics, it's this brother right here. So, I mean, I appreciate that. And that's how I met him.
The history and everything, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not as hands-on with the current scene as much because, you know, life be lifing.
Okay.
And sometimes you gotta step back. Doing this your whole, like we ain't been doing this 5 years, 10 years. We've been doing this all of the years.
Yeah, man.
So sometimes you gotta
30 years.
Go back.
To keep the love. Sometimes you gotta step back and analyze from a distance. A
Y'all
little bit.
collaborated on projects too, right?
I mean, I'm on. We on every record.
Every album I probably had. But I mean, I met the brother through battle rap. Someone else that used to watch my battles and then hit me up later was, of course, one of my legendary inspirations, and I want to send a rest in peace to the late great Chino Excel. That was like
my brother.
You know what I mean?
Love you, bro.
The Obi-Wan Kenobi. To my Luke Skywalker, and I appreciate that, brother.
And his
I
dog just had his
salute.
second birthday the other day, so shout out to his puppy. And shit. You know
and I just want to say, you know, I learned a lot from that struggle, and I'm appreciative to that scene because it gave me the capability to be able to be out here selling independent music. And I just remember how much visualization and how much exposure it gave people, but also how much it showed me about the actual business of hip hop, right? And it came to the point where I said, well, man, and we covered this yesterday, you could get a record deal and still not have nothing to do. And I always thought, man, this is showing me that having a booking agent and just being on the road and being places is more important than being locked into a contract with somebody. And from that, it enabled me to focus a lot more on the live performance. And a lot of times, it's like in battle rap, you can't rap along with your vocals, homie.
Nah,
you gotta rap naked now.
Yeah.
And it's literally just about the pure skill of it. And it's like I said before, it's also the last bastion of free speech. You know what I mean? If you want to be offensive, you want to be misogynist, you want to be racist, you could do all that. You have to reap the consequences of what that does after the battle, but you can say anything in there and it is 100% legit. You just have to make it funny. So in that sense, it's just like comedy. If there's a punchline, great, then you are a legend like Dave Chappelle. If it's not funny and it's just bigoted, then you are Michael Richards and people want you to get the hell off stage because there's no punchline to the joke. It has to be artistic. You can make it offensive as long as it is artistic and as long as it brings someone to the conclusion that you are more skilled than this individual. Anything goes. So if you don't want to get your feelings hurt and you don't want to be emotionally scarred, maybe origami is for you.
That
And
might
I'm
be
not saying
origami.
that- Listen, and I'm not saying that because I don't know how to make origami. I love origami. And
you
I
nice?
love chess, and I'll knock your teeth out if you don't like that about me. Because I tell people all the time, one thing that I always appreciate about all of my friends is that none of us downplay our intelligence because we grew up in an era in New York, and I do not know how it is for the Asian in the white community, but I've heard that it's very similar in some places. But in the Black and Latino community, unfortunately, when I grew up, there was this stigma that if you were smart, you were soft.
Yeah.
So as per the people that were smart and refused to back down, I was one of those people that knew all the Star Wars characters, but I could still choke you out, and I'm still nice with the hands.
You still
so
nice?
It was like, I'm gonna be who I am, and I'm unapologetic about that. So we should not be ashamed of being intelligent. We should not
Absolutely.
be ashamed of being the best version that we are just because we look uncool to somebody. You know what's uncool? Being on the same corner for 50 years and never seeing the world, not having a passport, not taking care of your folks, not taking care of your kids, not taking care of your responsibilities as a man. That's not cool. But you liking what the fuck you like, whether it's Lord of the Rings or whether it's The Wire, that's cool. Love what you love. Be who you are. And remember that you're loved even though you don't love yourself.
Immortal Technique.
The doors of the church are open.
Poison
Yes.
Pen. I love it. Tonight at SOB's.
Yes, sir.
Happy born, my brother. I don't know if I ever celebrated a born day with you, man.
Well, thank you, man. As a birthday present, you played a song that you ain't never played on this station.
Don't say that, man. Get the fuck out of here. Well, it's played now, all right?
It's in heavy rotation. It's like that thing on Hot 97. There used to be that it says, you must play one of these songs every 3 hours to keep your job. But we're not taking payola. Come holler at me.
But nah, man, I'm happy to have you. You're everything. You, to me, you're the quintessential man of our community, and you know what you do. Throughout your career has not been easy. I'm sure because you've met with resistance everywhere along the way. And when you're dealing in truth, it could be frustrating for some folks because you know I'm walking in truth. So regardless of that resistance, I got to keep staying on this path. But everything you've spoken of in recent years, especially in the political sphere, we're starting to see. It was already coming to fruition, but we're starting to see things now that were oblivious to us or that was hidden in other ways. So where do you go now? What musically? Where are your thoughts at? What are some of the things you want to say?
I just want to tell people that being a revolutionary or being a revolutionary MC is sometimes a thankless job. Being an activist is a thankless job. If you want an applause, you know, become an actor, become a server, like become someone that gets on stage. You know, I think at some point you have to realize that activism and music are very similar sometimes, but they're completely different. One is based off being validated by applause and how much people like you, because that it determines how popular you are and what you can charge for a show. But being an activist is like breaking into a person's house. And if I broke into anybody's house here and you didn't know me and you never seen me before, you'd be like, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of my house. I'm calling the cops. But imagine if before you were able to say that to me, I said, wait a minute, look up. Your roof is on fire. Get your family out of here. Get your kids the fuck out of here, please. Your house is on fire. It's going to burn. Please don't die. Get your kids and get the fuck out of here. You'd be like, oh, okay. But most people are unhappy to be awakened. Most people do not want to be awakened because that warm water is comfortable. Even if the water's cold in the ocean, when you step in there, your body temperature has adjusted to that. So when you get out of what we all know is cold water and you think is warm water, there are people that will refuse to get up and leave. And I will go even further and say that there are some people that are so deluded that think they can stay in the house while it's on fire. and they say, oh, I'm just gonna run to the bathroom and jump in the tub. And my answer to those people is, while you're in that tub, why don't you cut up some fucking carrots and potatoes? Because by the time the fire gets to your bathroom, you're gonna be soup. So get the fuck out of the house. And that's all I gotta say. It's a thankless job, and listen, if you're gonna be out there doing it, don't expect applause. Just realize that sometimes even the people you help are not gonna be thankful. And I take it back to the Bible. After Moses freed the people, killed one of the firstborns in Egypt, made fire rain from the sky, frogs, blood come out there. He was gone for 40 days, and half the people chose a golden calf instead of Jehovah. So if people saw all those miracles with their own eyes and still chose Shaitan, still chose the devil and idolatry, what do you expect from the human race today that is the same human race that was alive back then? Do not expect love and affection. You just there to do your motherfucking job and do God's will. That's it.
Immortal technique, man. Come on, man. I love it. Oh, it's his birthday.
Just want to send a big shout out to everybody that participates in our 501c3. It's called Rebel Army Runs. We're on IG at Rebel Army Runs. We styled it after the Black Panther Breakfast Party program, and basically what we do is we serve seniors, and it started during the pandemic. We've been going for 4 years. The link is on my bio at Tech Immortal on Instagram if you want to donate in any way, shape, or form. But just spreading the word is help if you can't donate money. Just a like or a share is cool with me. We do this bi-weekly, and the majority of the people we serve are Black and Latino people, but there are plenty of poor white and Asian people there with their kids, and the vast majority of them are over 70. So we get these people non-perishable goods because No Good de Blasio had canceled the food program in the middle of the pandemic, so we stepped up. And that's why when people come to me, I say I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm for the people. And if you're in the way, then you're in the way, and you're gonna get the fuck out the way, because this shit needs to get done. So if you want to support us, you know, for my birthday, please make a donation or like and share at Rebel Army Runs on Instagram, and we appreciate you. ImmortalTechnique.com.
At Rebel Army Runs on Instagram. Tech Immortal on Instagram. I love this, man. Happy Born Day. This is your platform today. Yeah. Get that thing off. Here we go. 888-742-3345. Poison Pen.
Yo.
You ever lose a battle?
Of course.
Tell them who. Tell them who you lost the battle to.
Nah, fuck them niggas. I've lost, though. If everybody loses.
You got to.
Everybody loses.
I'll put my glasses back on. Nah. Come on, son. Come on.
I mean, am I wrong?
No. Yeah. So, all right. Okay, man.
Yes, I have. I've won a lot more than I lost, though. You feel
That's true.
Yeah.
But how many, what percentage of, like, what you say, professional battle rappers are making a living? Percentage.
See, okay, that's you mean like just that can just live off
that?
Yeah.
I say it would be. It's not the majority at all. It would, but the guys, the top tier guys, if done correctly, can definitely live decent off of battle rap.
Okay.
And what goes into living correctly outside of just skill?
What goes into living correctly? I mean, handling your business correctly,
budgeting money,
budgeting, like being an adult with your money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, and knowing your value and your worth, and being able to negotiate right. Because the thing is, a lot of people, because they run with one organization, they think they can charge some exorbitant fees when sometimes you gotta. This is still. I mean, even though it's corporate, it's still underground. You gotta be able. You gotta know how to work the angles and talk to people and negotiate the proper numbers and know your worth without trying to put somebody out of business. And but yeah, like the top guys that are like, really consistently going across all platforms and spreading their brand, and there's definitely a living to be made. Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
How do battle rappers of that format, what do they think about battle rappers who go to like a On the Radar or Cosmic Kev or LA Leakers will come up here and spit bars?
I would hope that they would. That's what they would aspire. That's what they'd be aspiring to do.
Okay.
I would hope that. I can't speak for everybody, but I would assume that when you see somebody like an Arsenal or DNA or Charlie Clips or Conceited, doing things just outside of the realm and still being able to, showcase their skill as an artist, as a rapper, like I mean, I would look at that and think that that's something I would want to do as well.
The one thing that I want to point out, and me and Finesse talked about this yesterday, my general, we talked about this yesterday, that in the past when you won a battle, you were invited back to perform. That's the one difference about what was happening back then and now. So Poison Pen used to run these battles at the Cypher at the Wetlands, which, by the way, also hosted by the homie. And what used to happen is if you won the battle, not only did you get a cash prize, you got $500, but you had to come back and perform. So you had a chance not just to prove your skills as a battler, but now you got people that will say, well, this is a champion. You get the best introduction that any person that gets on stage gets. This guy beat all the people from last time, and now you get to hear his music. And that was another level of refinement. So now you got to see, okay, he could battle, but can he make songs? Can he make something interesting that can hold my attention for 2 minutes and 30 seconds? Or is he just a battler? And that was, I think, the difference. Now that part of it is taken out of the equation. But there are other advantages that people have as being part of the culture that did not exist back then, such as everybody getting paid, whereas most of it was funneled just to one person last time in the early days of the battle.
Immortal Technique is here. Lord Finesse is hanging out. Poison Pen is here. Hector's on the line. Hector's on the line from Cali. Hector, go ahead.
Hey, Hector.
How you doing? Kaylani, thank you for taking my call. First-time caller. Just have a question for Immortal
first-time caller. He's a first-time caller. Hold up, man.
There you go.
Welcome to the tribe. All right, what's your question?
So I have a question for Immortal Technique. Thank you so much for the work you do and for your lyrical activism. It's very important for people to be awakened and enlightened to actual nuances that are happening in our society, you know, not just like the typical misogyny and, you know, murder and death and the typical things that are talked about. But I mean, I still remember when you put out your album, The Martyr, you put it out for free for everybody just to take in. And you know, you did amazing work and you still continue to do it. I have a question. Are you going to be coming out with another album relating to the political, you know, agenda that's coming out right now with Trump and with Gaza and everything?
Yeah, I've started making music again. Obviously, you know, I went through a very bad period of time when a lot of my people in life just started passing away. Me and my brother's been dealing with that for a long time. So I'm not afraid and I'm not shy to say that I was in a very bad place where I didn't even think about being here. And it was lonely. And I got to a point where I said the only way out of this hole is to crawl myself out. Nobody is coming to get you. And that's just something my father raised me with. Él era bien firme conmigo. Me dijo, mira, nadie va a venir para ti. No one's coming to get you, son. So you have to get up on your own. So the other day, I just got up and I started working out again. I started with the push-ups. Yes. I started with walking 2 miles. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, you're going to do it whether you like it or not. You're going to be uncomfortable today. You're going to be unhappy with what you're going through, but you're going to get through it and it's going to get better. And I tell people that even the greatest men falter. Even the greatest people have self-doubt. So if they can do it, just remember that a brave man and a coward are both afraid. The difference is that the brave man knows there's something more important than his fear. So I just had to find something that was more important than my fear, and it was the people needing to hear what was going on, whether it's a genocide happening in Gaza or Sudan, whether it's a conflict in the Congo, whether it's anything. We're a global people. We want to speak on all the injustices that are going on in the world. And I tell you right now, brother, I give Democrats and Republicans their due. Yes, the guy who's in charge of ICE is a fascist, but the person who put him in power was Obama. So to me, I've always said that, you know, one president made spineless liberals feel like they were progressives when they never did anything for anyone, and the other one made stupid people feel smart. So here we are in a situation where we're coming to full fruition, and I'm willing to give each one of them their due because neither one of them really has our interests at heart. They're a party of business that masquerades one as a party of civil rights and the other one as a party of God, but they both act godless when it comes to dealing with our people. So I tell brothers and sisters, yeah, I'm coming back to do more music, and I'm sorry. I was in the middle of writing a book, and then I got into fixing scripts and working for TV shows. And if you want to see some of my writing, I can't say it right now, but May is going to be a very good month for me.
Man, hey, Hector, thanks for your call, brother. Your first-time caller. Don't be a stranger. You're a super citizen,
That's
all right?
in the morning.
Yo, Finesse.
Yes.
I got 2 MCs up in here, man. What am I supposed to do with that?
Huh?
We talked about Eminem battling. They on Shade 4-5. They know I'm from the world famous Wake Up Show, Sway and King Tech, DJ Revolution. Finesse, what we supposed to do with this, man?
Let's go, Pen.
Poison Pen. Sway in the morning. Shade 4-5.
Yo, it's the last of the subway surfers in my bag on this wax. Dub plate murder shifty. Gotta take them off of there, yeah. Drippy low grizzly, that's a heavy cross to bear. Survived through my pain, won't explain my youth. I was high in the club, cutting cane like Cube, nigga. Homie, we got it if you need it. Scope on the 2 creeping. Let's have a Zoom meeting, yeah. Transgression through a pandemic, yeah. Fast lessons in a clandestine, yeah. It's overstuffed if you over tough. Massive gloves, I ain't know what COVID was, yeah. Greet the bozos with a shoulder bump. I roll a bud, smoke a bud, you know what's up. I'm professional, get a job and come to me. Amaretto, I spin the block for something sweet, yeah. I'm a little overzealous when them hitters go and set it. Then they send it for a medic. Homie, it's from the bottom of the sediment. Gelato with a heavy stench. I'm riding now with heroin. Brooklyn where the action is OD. Rick Martel smell the arrogance on me. Treats the cop and Aoki, fuck the police. Nightmare on my Cody, get to know me. Look, I ain't got a lot of peers. These bars got cauliflower ears. You hear? These bars got cauliflower ears. You heard somebody got me out of wig. Yeah. I eat good, smell good, smoke good, fuck good. 3.5, that's a stuffed wood. Wingspan enormous, they all struck when it soars. Aurora Borealis for the aura on the tour bus. Yeah, it's a homie, it's a demo. Get your army, get your kinfolk, that's a copy, that's a tenfold. In the lobby with the issue, it's religious. I'm praying on this temple, it's simple. Yeah, my block was stupid, so I got it moving. Yeah, I started shrooming and I got it booming. This little baby got a bop to it. Brooklyn like the song, niggas get shot to it. Yeah, I said they spin the block blaming pipes. Y'all bitch niggas spin the block like Vanna White. Wild until it ain't make no sense. Got low and see the rob at the making crib. OE next to the straps, 40 next to the 40s. Roach clips next to my big shoulders, next to the shoulders. Take a visit to my side, Rossi monsters and Montage. Choppers, they got them outside. Brooklyn, we botside. No Chanel, what up?
Yo, we got Poison Pen
Hosting the show tonight.
Tonight,
The legendary hosting the show tonight.
SOBs.
tonight.
We got a hyena up in here. Yo, hold up.
Big No Chanel, what up?
Yo, man.
The host of the show.
I'm done for the rest. Reel up the beat for a second. I'm gonna let this man go a cappella. HB, what you think of that pulley rap?
And you already know, I know.
Real rap, baby. Clap him up. Real rap. That's a real MC right there. Yeah.
Yeah, yo, Brooklyn. No cap, no bullshit. I ain't even know we was pulling up until a few hours ago. I ain't
called
even
him on the phone. I said, "Yo, pull
so
up tomorrow."
that shit was not. I mean, the rhymes was rap, but that shit was not prepared. I was just like, what we gonna do? So I couldn't come up here and not do nothing.
Bro, you a true MC, and I already knew that, man.
I can't come up here and not do nothing.
Yeah, man, I love. Hey, check this out. I respect you for that.
Yeah,
100%.
I respect you for that.
Every opportunity you gotta seize that shit and do what the fuck you supposed to do.
Man.
So
Don't come up here laxing, and we ain't got time for that,
You
man.
gotta have a verse in the pocket.
So
You know
come
what
on,
I'm
man.
saying? Word.
Gotta have a verse in the pocket.
Yeah, let's
Immortal
get it, man.
Technique know what that is.
Okay,
We go way back.
let's do it.
You ready, acapella?
Listen, politically, you've been living a lie. It's been a soft coup ever since Kennedy died. I take tank parts behind enemy lines. It's like Saigon, 1975. Afghanistan walking through enemy mines. I escaped all the corners trying to survive. Like Chris Dorner when they burnt him alive. And just like him, I got a fucking surprise. I know it's difficult to see the divide when you already addicted to what they prescribe. When the aliens arrive, it's another distraction. Consolidating all the political factions. Paying them in digital currency transactions. Part of the plan to get a violent reaction. They play both sides dodge like the fucking Mossad. So I hit him like a firing squad with a barrage when I black out like a school of cephalopods. Cause the man-made kingdom of God is a facade, part of the theocratical radical movement. Everything you see now is part of the blueprint, the 7 mountains and the zealot recruitment, and treat that shit like a fucking improvement. They fire chemical pollutants into the crowd, or a sonic weapon that'll take you to the ground, pop you with pellets of polonium compound and cremate you before the evidence found. So the general will send a delegate to your town, underground like a Neolithic burial mound, and rip you down like a metal Confederate clown. I started with a clan and now I got an army to hunt you down like a fucking safari. Immortal technique. Much respect to Sway. Much respect to Lord Finesse. Thank you for having me on.
We got some 2 lions up in here.
Happy bornness. Happy bornness.
Lord Finesse.
Appreciate y'all, man. Truly appreciate y'all.
Tonight, what up, though?
Nothing to SOBs.
Tonight at SOBs.
SOBs.
Immortal technique. I got nothing but superior respect for you and what you do and what you dedicated your life to, your purpose. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Come check us out, immortaltechnique.com. And also, if you want to support the charity, Rebel Army runs at Instagram. And we appreciate you. And big shout out. Listen, sometimes people from Brooklyn to Harlem and not gotten along in the past, but this is my brother for life. Man, we've been rocking. You're going to see us on the road all this year. We'll try to be in as many countries as we can. We're grateful. Listen, Allahu Akbar, Baruch Hashem, God is great. Amen. Dios es grande. We love you guys. And listen, man, remember something. Like I said before, if you have a problem, little kids, if you have a problem, you have a problem. But if you have a problem, you don't tell nobody, you have a very big problem. So remember that the most powerful voice, the most powerful weapon that you have is your voice, because your fist can only reach someone across the room, right? A knife can only reach someone in the same room. A gun can only reach someone across the street, but your voice can reach a person around the world that has the same issue you do, and you're stronger together than you are apart. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And just remember, stay with the program and get the fuck up, because nobody's coming to save you. Peace.
There it is, man. Poison Pen.
Harlem.
Thank you, brother.